Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. It is Saturday the 19th today. Yeah, I'm a day late getting this out, but I was tied up yesterday. Sorry I couldn't get video put out yesterday, but put it out today. There's some good books again this week. I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. It's funny, I put out my video, obviously every week, and then when I'm done, I'm sitting there going, oh man, what am I going to talk about next week? And then by the time next week rolls around, it's time to put out another video. There's so much stuff I don't even know if I can fit it in a video. So it's just such a good time to be collecting, man. There's just so many good things coming. We'll get into that in just a second. I just want to touch on a couple books I just picked up. I wasn't able to get in my shop last week, so I got my Crimson Rain 3, got my Raza variant. So I got last week's and this week's is what I'm trying to say. I got those... while I was out, I got them yesterday. And then I got my Black Panther 3 second print, and I know a lot of people talked about it. I don't know if I've got this little crease kind of right on the edge here on both copies, and I think that's the damage that everybody's talking about. It's hard to see in people's stuff on Instagram. Maybe in the comments you guys can let me know if that's the same, because I got it right on the edge, kind of right across from his face. There's like a little crease sort of thing, and you can only see it if you turn it a certain way in the light, but both copies I have got that, and from what I'm reading and hearing from other people, I think it's the same thing everywhere. I don't know if anybody's got one that doesn't have it, so if you do, lucky you. I've had a few people ask me to go over the Hulk 6 covers, because that's coming out soon. Still a little ways off, but I'm going to go over all the Marvel covers as well as the exclusives to date anyways that I know of. Because there's some really nice ones. This obviously is gonna be, looks like its first full appearance of Titan, but this is gonna be a massive print run, folks. So all I'm gonna say is just be careful. I'm only getting cover A. That's the only thing I'm getting. I might get cover D, which is a spoiler cover, because there's no image for that one yet. But I'm not chasing any of these 1 for 200s or 500s. There's a couple of the exclusives which are really, really nice, which I may get some of those, because they're reasonably priced, but I'm not paying what people are asking for the 200 or 500 ratios. I'm just not doing it. So, especially with this being such a high price, because this reminds me a lot of Red Goblin, how they promoted the crap out of that, and that was a huge print run. And so yeah, anyways, all I'm going to say is be careful, because I don't know that this is, if you're thinking this is going to be like Venom 3 with Null, the character may be a really cool character, and don't get me wrong, definitely pick up a few of the copies of number 6, but it's not going to do anything close to Venom 3, because Venom 3 was for a major character, was actually a pretty low print run, and that one kind of snuck up on people. This one they promoted the crap out of, and shops have ordered huge. So anyways, rambling on here, but so I can talk about the covers. So you got cover A, which is a nice cover. I'm getting a bunch of those. Cover B is not so much. You got cover C, the Otley kind of that spoiler image we've seen for a while, and then you got cover D as a spoiler. I'm probably going to get the spoiler, just like I say, because I don't know. It'll probably be a decent cover. We'll see. Then you've got the 1 for 25, the Mastrazo. It's got, it doesn't have anything to really do with Titan. It's got Galactus and Silver Surfer, and so I don't know. I'm not getting that. Got the 1 for 200 Alex Maleev cover. That's a really nice cover. I like that one a lot. But again, I'm not paying what people are asking. And then you got the 1 for 500 Ryan Stegman. So there's definitely some variants out there, some incentive covers if you want them. Then there's a bunch of exclusives. So 789 has got a really nice, well, it's a Stegman cover. It's not bad, I guess. It's not, all the exclusives, it's not the greatest one. But then there's a Raza cover. Wow. That's a nice cover. Out of all the exclusive covers, I think that's the one I'm going to try and get, because that's a really nice, and again, Raza just does some really nice stuff, and yeah, that's one. I like that one. So there's 2 from 789. Comic Kingdom has 2. One is a shared exclusive. There's a scan variant, which you'll see on the screen. That's shared. I think it's with Big Time Collectibles. I'm not 100% sure on that, but anyways, that is a shared one, so that means there's a couple stores are in on that one. And then there's also a Torini cover, which is nice too. I'd get the Raza one and then that Torini one. That's a nice, kind of got the old school look to the cover. And then Wanted Comics has an In-Huk Lee cover. And then there's also a Segovia exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure on what store. I can find the image, but I don't know. Anyways, I didn't search for hours, but anyways, there is another one there. So there's a bunch of exclusives, there's a bunch of ratios, and then there's your regular covers. So you guys get what you want, but like I say, just be careful because it is going to be a high print run. Know that going in anyways. So Miss Marvel trailer dropped, and I don't know what this series is going to be like. I'll be honest with you. It may be a total flop, maybe okay, but in the current run that just came through of Miss Marvel, there are some books, you guys all know about these ones, but they're ones you want to try to get if you haven't got them. So to me, issue 5, where you got the new suit, is a good one to get. You've got issue 10, where it's kind of the cameo of, I'll show you the image of the, I know there's a hologram in 5, but I mean, you actually see the character on the last page there. Then you get the full appearance of Storm Ranger. I should say Storm Ranger in 10 is your cameo on the last page. And then full in there. And then 13, I remember talking about this one, was one of my picks of the week. That's a really good one to get. And there is a second print for that one, which was a pretty low print run. So that one came out, and this came out, I want to say, yeah, 13 came out in March of 2020. There's only 16,000 print run. And then the second print didn't come out till September. And I don't have the numbers because Comic-Con doesn't have the numbers past March of that year, because that's when things changed. But all the other second prints for Miss Marvel, like 7, 8, 9, 10, which I'm going to show you in a second here, they were on the 1,600 to 2,500 range, so I would suspect this one's under 2,000. It's a low print run. Really good one to get, because I really think that Amulet character is going to show up. He's on the cover here. That's his first full in that book. 13, quite honestly, of all the books, I think is one of the best ones to get for my, that's my opinion anyways, but I got it. I got them all, so I don't really care. Then you've got 7, 8, 9. I showed these before. These are that connecting set of comics covers, and it's kind of interesting because it shows Miss Marvel, and then she's transitioning over to Storm Ranger, sort of in the whole cover. And these are all under 2,000. This was 1658, 1640, and 1713 for print runs. Really low print run. I got 2 sets, so I remember talking about these a couple times. And then you got number 10, which is the second print of that. That was 25, just under 2,600 for this one. So all really low print runs. And the funny thing is, these all came out on June 29th. So you got the connecting set, all 3 came out June 29th. You got number 10 came out June 29th. And so those are all really good ones to get. I don't know that you're going to find those in the back issue bins, because they just weren't very few printed. And that, talking about June 29th, that transitions into another one. June 29th was a big day for second prints, because Miles Morales 13 came out on June 29th, same day. So you got all these second prints that came out that same day. And that's a really good one to get. And because I talked about issue number 38, I posted about that quite a while ago, how I was talking about Captain Billy and everything else, and then the solicitation for 39 just came out, and it confirms, I'll put it on the screen, you can read about 3/4 of the way down. It talks about how Billy Morales is the sister of Miles, so it confirms that is her in that image, or in that comic. So 13 is, man, that's a big book. Obviously, you got your regular cover A, you got the Raza variant, the second print, all really good ones to have. They have been for a long time, but man, Raza does nice stuff. I really like his work. Really good. Gorgeous cover. That 13, the regular one's not too bad either. But anyways, those are just really good books to have. And that just kind of, it just confirms that, like I say, that 38 is going to be her. That is her on the. Looks like that's going to be her on the cover too. So, but like I say, pay attention to that Jen Bartel cover for 38, because they still haven't released an image for that one. And likely you're going to get. I would suspect you're going to get Billy on the cover of that, like some kind of pose or whatever, which will be pretty good to have. Mandalorian, talked about pre-ordering this comic. Comes out June 22nd. That is now up, available to pre-order, so talk to your shop, get that one ordered. And then I posted about Obi-Wan Kenobi, the miniseries. That comes out May the 4th. Talking about Star Wars again. This series looks really good. It's a 5-part miniseries. Highly recommend you get this one pre-ordered, because this is going to be, it's going to be a bunch of stories throughout his lifetime. And the writer, who I think it's Cantwell on that one, he posted about this and said he's introducing multiple new characters. So there are definitely more than one new character showing up in this series. And because it's dropping right at the same time as the Obi-Wan, or just before the Obi-Wan series, but it'll be running through it. Likely, well, there's a good chance we're going to see Reva, that new Inquisitor, show up in the series. At least I would think is a good chance of it anyways. But whether we do or not, the fact that you're getting a bunch of new characters and new stories with Obi-Wan in there, that series looks really good. I got that one. The FOC for that one's coming up too. I think you have about another week or so. So if you want that, make sure you get on it, because that one's, yeah, that one looks good. I'm definitely getting that one. Still with Star Wars, you got Darth Vader 25. Absolute Venom, he's on Instagram, puts out some really good stuff. If you haven't checked him out, you should go check him on Instagram. He posted something about this Darth Vader 25 the other day. He usually beats me. He beats me to some of this stuff. Some of this stuff. If I'm busy and tied up, I come back and he's already posted about it. I'm like, damn it! But he's on the ball, and it talks about new tales. And the interesting thing, if you look at the cover, there's you got Darth Vader, you got Obi-Wan, and Gi-Kon. I can never pronounce his name. Anyways, the other guy there, Qui-Gon Jinn. I can never pronounce it right. And a couple of the Inquisitors, but they're right on the cover, and it's talking about new tales showing up. So are we potentially getting Reva in there too? I don't know. Who knows? Somewhere at some point, Reva's showing up. What book it's going to be, I don't know. But Star Wars, to me, it's going to be in the main Star Wars title, Darth Vader, or the Obi-Wan series. So there, it's pretty generic. Any one of those. Star Wars High Republic 15, the second print, is out April 20th. The FOC's creeping up pretty quick on that one, so if you want it, you better talk to your shop and get that one ordered. And it'd be interesting. I asked my shop if there's a third print coming in. He said nothing yet, and I keep looking, but if they do, I kind of suspect you're going to see the image on the screen, which would be just such an awesome cover. I know that's technically not the leveler. It's kind of what is viewed by the Jedi and stuff, but it looks so good, and I really hope that's on a third print, if they're going to do a third print. They haven't. The first couple issues had quite a few multiple printings, and then during the run, usually they only went to a second print, so it's likely they're only going to do a second print. But if they do a third, boy, I hope they do that cover, because that would just be awesome. And likely what'll happen is you'll get only a couple days to order it. It'll be one of these ones where you'll find out on a Thursday, and Friday will be the cutoff that it's available. So just pay attention, because, like I say, usually Thursday or Friday is when they drop those images. So if that is going to be out, it'll man, that would be good. Now it'll be a low print run if that is the case, so that'd be a good one to get. Cavan Scott, he's one of the writers for Star Wars High Republic and everything. He's got a new comic called Ward coming out June 8th, which actually looks kind of interesting. It's a Secret Hospital for Supernatural Creatures 4-part miniseries. I'm going to pick that up because I like his writing. He's pretty good. And that just sounds like a cool story. So that's one to keep an eye on. There's only one cover that I can see for that, other than... I think there's only the one cover. I haven't seen any other covers for it yet. There may be an exclusive or something, but nothing I can see. And then I know there was some talk that Matt Murdock was dead, and in Devil's Reign, I'm like, no, he's not dead. Spoiler alert here, so if you don't want to know. Anyways, Mike Murdock is dead because Kingpin killed him, which makes total sense because now Kingpin thinks he killed Daredevil, but he didn't. Daredevil's still running around. Matt Murdock's still running around as Daredevil. So technically the identity of Daredevil's secret because Kingpin thinks he's dead. So yeah, that kind of just is how that story's going. But anyways, some good stuff coming down the road there, man. Miles, yeah, make sure you got Miles on your pull list. So now I got to talk my books this week because yeah, there are some books coming out this week which I'm looking forward to. Dark Horse has got We Have Demons #1. 3 covers for this. You got your regular cover. I talked about this a couple months ago. I pre-ordered these ones. You got your regular cover A, you got your Jock cover B, which is a really nice cover. I really like that one. And then cover C is the same image as cover A, except it's got the red foil for the logo, or for the title. Looks, I got all three. Image has got one, Ghost Cage #1. Looks kind of interesting. The artwork looks really good. Just the one cover A, and then Midtown has an exclusive. It's a 3-part mini, so I'm going to definitely grab #1 and just see what it's like. That's it from those two companies. And then Marvel, I got Avengers 53, the second print. It's got Red Panther on the cover, so I'm going to try and get that. That's a nice cover. I like that one. Star Wars Darth Vader #21. You got cover B, the Moff Gideon cover. That's his first cover appearance of Moff Gideon, and it's a nice looking cover. It's one of those Sprouse variants. Love all the Sprouse variants. Man, they're so good. Star Wars Dr. Aphra #19, cover B. That's I talked about this one and the Moff Gideon one a while back. So I pre-ordered them. I hope you did too. Bo-Katan, first cover appearance. Another Sprouse cover. That's really good. Star Wars Halcyon Legacy #1, second print. It's got a black background instead of the white. I kind of like the second print color better than the first one, but anyways, that's the way it is. And then Wolverine Patch #1. There's a whole bunch of covers for this. I quite honestly am not getting this. This one's volume 5, if I'm not mistaken, for Wolverine, and I've bought all of them. I got all the books from back in the 80s, everything else, so I'm good that way. But if you're into that, it's out this week. I've only, like, my picks this week, again, it's kind of a lighter week, but we have Demons #1. I'm really looking forward to that one. That Star Wars Darth Vader 21, the Moff Gideon cover B, that's definite buy for me. And the Star Wars Dr. Aphra 19 cover B, the Bo-Katan cover. Those are the 3 picks for me this week. So anyways, folks, there you go. A couple of things to finish off here. V for Vendetta had that series that came out in '88, but the series itself is actually 40 years old because it came out in '82 in a magazine, which I can't remember the name of the magazine. I think it was Warrior. And it's kind of like, yeah, anyways. So the series, like the V for Vendetta itself, is actually 40 years old, but the book itself isn't. But the comics are really good to have. And I finally got my That Dude books. I got my cover, exclusive covers with Belle Zettifar, Logan Greatstorm, and Amber Charhound on the cover. Man, I love that cover. That's that High Republic Annual 2021. But the exclusive cover, really, really nice. So I'm really glad I got that. I think that was only 300 on those. What was it? No, 500. Sorry. There's 500 of those, but I got the set. I really wanted that because I think that character's really going somewhere. So anyways, that's it this week, folks. Again, by next week, there'll be so much stuff, I'll barely be able to fit it in a video. But there you go. Happy hunting. Talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.